Yo, what's going on, guys? It is I, AG, the voice of Abridged Goku, or Wolfku, whatever you like to call me. And I am here to give you basically the verdict and the results of today's court battle with Slumlord. Yeah. For those of you who don't know, we've had issues with our slumlord in regards to our living conditions and them simply not doing their job, which has escalated to the point where they wanted to take us to court to evict us. And thanks to you guys, we were able to secure funds for a lawyer and able to raise funds to get to that point. And yeah, I'm just here to give you guys the update and the verdict to that result. And yeah, we won. I kind of say this with an asterisk. We won, but honestly, it felt like a waste of time. If to be honest with you guys, this was honestly, it felt like a huge waste of time. And in the sense that like we worked really hard to raise the goal right for a lawyer, which we got, and so when they got there, basically the guy didn't show up. The landlord or whoever and all these supposed lawyers that they supposedly had, they didn't show up. So the lawyer didn't really do anything. The judge kind of just dismissed everything and basically told us, my mom basically is like, you might as well, it's not what we want. It's like, this is a waste of your time and there's just no point in staying with someone who doesn't want you there. So he basically just gave us 2 months to plan our own place without rent free, basically. And that was pretty much it. It wasn't like anything grandiose or nothing. The lawyer really didn't do anything because the guy never showed up. He didn't even show up to court. And that's why I said this feels like a huge waste. I mean, we got till September, so maybe it's not a total waste, and we don't have to pay rent. But I just felt that it was a huge waste of everyone's time. Like this whole thing, like it just felt like a huge waste, you know? So yeah, we did. Hey Bird, I remember you. We played Outlast together. Cool to see you. But no, this felt like a waste of my time, your guys' time, and everybody else's time. And basically, we paid the lawyer basically for what, you know? And that's what's kind of, not to mention like the stress leading up into this, what I was going through with the stress and everything, and oh no, my mom wants to absolutely commit. You know what? I won't say it, but you guys know what she wants to do to the slumlord. But she's she's just she's taking it worse than any of us because she took this very seriously. She was in tears and she was very scared of what was going to happen. Even though I was reassuring her, she didn't know because she's never been taken to court for this. So, and now she's upset because it even escalated to this point, and she felt like what I had to do, it just angered her so much. So I told her, don't worry about it. Like I said, we have 60 days and I'll raise more stuff and don't worry about it. But she's taking it pretty hard because it shouldn't have gotten to this point. And it really was a time waster. It was a waste of all of our time. Like, we could have went to, a family reunion, but we had to deal with this. And the guy didn't even have the balls to show up. Nor anybody that represented them. They didn't even show up to court. And it's just like, it like, you know how you win something but you don't feel like you won something, because it's like that could have been like the 25 bucks that we raised, right? Like my dad said, like literally we could have just used that for moving anyway. You know, we could have just used that for moving, and we would have been in a much better position than we're now. Honestly, she could have just went there herself, and the judge would have just dismissed everything. How do we know? We know, but leading up, we didn't know, because the guy was saying he had all these lawyers and yada yada yada, and basically was bullshitting. And it really irks me that I could have took my, you know, this could have all been avoided. And it's just it's one of those things where, like, yeah, we won, but it's like it doesn't feel like a victory. It really felt like a huge waste of all of our time. I know, yeah, you guys were great. I have nothing but love for you guys for what you guys did for me and my family. And I'm very grateful to all of you guys. I'm just upset that I don't think anybody's happy with this outcome in this sense. My only solace is that, yeah, like for the next 2 months he's not getting any rent. He'd have to take us to court again, and like we really don't care. Like he'd have to, like, first we'd have to deny him like over like 30 days, but by that point we'll be gone. But it's just like, you really were this petty, and you didn't even bother to show up to court. It's like we didn't really need to raise it, because again, the lawyer didn't need to do anything. Like, we literally just showed up. They called my mom's name, right? And my mom was like very scared and going up to everything. Yeah. Sorry, that was my nephew. But called my mom's name, right? There was a lot of people. There was like, you know, because they were going through a bunch of cases, and so they called her up. She said her name. And they were asking, and the judge was asking, "Is there any defendants around?" And they were nowhere to be in sight. The plaintiff was nowhere to be in sight, and he's just like, dismissed. Lawyer didn't even need to do anything. Just dismissed. And, like, my mom talked, and like he just like saying like the judge was basically just saying, like, you know, this isn't what you want. This is a waste of your time. There's no reason, like, to stay in a place where somebody doesn't want you. So you know what? I give you 2 months. Don't worry about anything else. Yada yada. And yeah. So it was just like, I mean, yeah, we won. And a huge sigh of relief, right? But it's just, do a quick recap for new viewers. Yeah, so for new viewers coming in, I'm giving the court results between myself and the slumlord, because, you know, as you guys know, he was taking us to court in an attempt to evict us, even though he really had nothing on us. As I told you guys, we've never missed a payment or any payment for the last 7 years that we lived here. We only have been complaining to him for the fact that he does not do his job here. He fixes nothing. He does nothing unless we make multiple complaints to the city, or we make multiple requests for him to fix something. Otherwise he doesn't do it. So to be petty with us, he decides to take us to court, but he's doing it under the false pretenses of us missing a payment, right? And that scared my mom, and I was like, we pay all our bills. There's like nothing he has on us. But remember, my mom she's never been taken to court for something like this, you know? We've never been evicted for anything. And so it has her worried scared. It has me worried scared, because, you know, we could go homeless if this happens, because especially with the time that we were given. So as you guys know, we did a big, like, we all came together, everybody in the community came together, we raised 25 bucks to secure this lawyer who says he could countersue or something like that, and basically we did that. And remember, guys, we didn't even raise the money in time. We had to call the guy and get this thing going as early as today, because their firm was closed for the weekend, so we couldn't even, you know. And then when it was all said and done and we went into court, the landlord never showed up and the judge instantly just dismissed the case. And yeah, it was, we didn't even need the lawyer, to be honest. So it was like the $2,500 was basically a waste. And that honestly could have been used towards moving expenses. We could have just, my mom could have went in there, represented herself, if we knew that the dickhead wasn't going to show up. And just basically wasted everybody's time. It wasted my time, your guys' time, it wasted the judge's time. It's just, you know, like I said, the only solace is that we don't, you know, we got 2 months till September to find a place, and that's why I'm gonna raise funds for the next 2 months through rent so I can just find a decent place. But it really irks me that this was just a huge waste of time. It really did not need to escalate to this point. Even like the subpoena that we got right was sloppily written. Like when I read it out to you guys, like the subpoena that we had gotten, even that was kind of sloppily written. No. Once it was in, there was no refund. It was kind of just, yeah. Again, he didn't do anything. It was like the easiest money he ever made, basically. Yeah, we won, I guess. Yeah. But no refund. But yeah, it was what it was, I guess. But, like, I'm not trying to understand like your guys' importance, because I'm very grateful to all you guys who had my back throughout this entire ordeal, you know.
Oh, darling, you have a new follower. Is it a woman? I'll need to make sure she won't try anything that could corrupt you.
Thank you for the follow. They're AVP Blaze. But yeah, no, like it's you guys were great, and again, I have nothing but gratitude for all of you guys who came together to help me out. And well, my mom wants to use your imagination on what you'd like to do to the landlord, but to the slumlord. But basically, she doesn't want to say anything to him. She doesn't want to have anything to do with him. She's upset that this all escalated. Like, she's been been very emotional throughout the day. She's just again, she's never been evicted for anything, because she's always, you know, she's had issues. We've had issues with other landlords before, but we've never been evicted or anything, because we've never given anybody reason to. All because, like, you just don't like us, and because we asked you to do your job, and because you didn't do your job, you kept infuriating us, and you had us escalate to the point where we had to call the city on you. We've had to record stuff. I had to post some stuff online, and so it kind of was what it was. But I think it's just the fact that it really didn't need to escalate to this point. It really didn't have to escalate. So I think it really comes down to that. It's just, and now, kind of like with my dad's fears kind of went to pass, and that it felt like we just wasted money when that money could have went towards moving expenses, or we could have, you know, went out for the family vacation and all this other stuff. So my dad was kind of in the right, but I understood Mom's point in wanting to go with these proceedings, and you know, that's what the money was for. That's where it went to. So there it is. It is what it is. But it's one of those victories that doesn't feel like a victory. You know, it's kind of in that camp. And again, like, I would have, whatever respect I probably have for this dude, just instantly, because again, you didn't even show up. You didn't have any representatives. Like I said, I feel like it felt like we were getting trolled, really. If you want my honest opinion, that's what it felt like. It felt like a troll. like just one huge troll or scare tactic just to be petty. You know? Hey, Fortago. Because again, if you felt so adamantly about this situation, you would have at least had the decency to show up. You know, I would have felt better because I would wanted to see what the lawyers would do, and like I wanted to see what he had on us. You know, I wanted to see like what exactly was he going to argue. I mean, I want to, but the lawyer, it was non-refundable, and I guess he announced us. I guess he announced us. Like, I mean, that's the best we had. I mean, we could try, but my mom's kind of so emotional. She doesn't really care. She's just kind of in this state where she's kind of angry at a lot of things, you know? And then it became a whole thing, you know. Yeah, but if you had nothing on us to begin with, Joseph, why even take us to court to begin with if you had nothing on us? Like, it was just a huge time waster. And remember, he served us a subpoena sloppily, you know, as I was saying, but he did serve us and we had to show up. But if you know that going in, again, it could have just been like he was trolling, basically. Yeah, no, I think you hit it on the nail too. It sounded like he wanted us to waste money. There, Crimson. And for what? Because like I said, we didn't get anything out of this. We didn't get any reimbursements. I'm not going to get reimbursed for my equipment loss when, you know, he flooded my, when my closet got flooded. I'm not going to get reimbursed for literally having to raise money in days, something I've never done, and that's pissed my mom off more because, you know, when her, you know, because she didn't want me doing this, and I did, and then, you know, I got you guys, and then, so no, it really was a waste of all of our time. But again, like I said, guy never showed up. He never showed, or had anyone that represents his that represents him show up. No, yeah, we firmly. I mean, at least we ain't gotta pay no rent, I guess. You know, for the next 2 months. So maybe I can finally save some money. Yeah, I can finally get back to work, and then if I can scrap together this goal, we should be okay. We have 2 months. I think I can. I don't know. It was so our queen. It went by so quickly. We showed up with our lawyer, everything. We were ready to go. We were called up. They were going through a lot of cases, and basically, yeah, the guy never showed up. My mom came in, stated her name. And it's like, is there anybody from, he was like, is there any representative
Go
from...
for 10!
Thank you, Frosty. Like, I appreciate that. Like I said, we got 2 months, so every little step helps. But what I was saying was like, he basically said, is there anybody from the plaintiff side that is there? And it was crickets, guys. It was just, nobody was there. And then he was like, dismissed. And like, but before we left, like, he was talking to my mom and stuff like that, and, you know, and he just, yeah, you could tell he was annoyed. The judge himself was annoyed that this like that this even happened, because I was hoping he was gonna, like, you know, award us something, or, but no, he just kind of dismissed the case, and he sympathized a bit, and that's why he gave like the 2 months. And no rent need to be paid or anything like that, and so, But he kind of echoed what we all were thinking. There's no point in staying with somebody who doesn't want you there. There's just no point. So, yeah, he gave us to September, and that was pretty much it. And I just left the courtroom disheveled. Like, that's it. Like, I panicked. Literally had to go on Twitter, get you guys, and it pissed me. It pissed me off. I was flabbergasted. I was just like, I went through all this bullshit. I was depressed. I went through all this stuff, and it did not feel like a satisfying conclusion, you know? To the point where I just didn't know how to feel about it. Like, there was anger, there was confusion, there was relief. There was relief that we ain't gotta go through this no more, but it's just like, this shouldn't have happened. Like, this situation shouldn't have happened at all. So, yeah, it's a hollow victory. A victory nonetheless, but it's a hollow one. And, I guess. So, yeah, guys, that's the verdict on what happened. We had already paid him prior, Mikor Queen. We had paid him prior, and it was not refundable. So the lawyer got his money. I think the only one that came out happy was our lawyer. That did do much, because he really didn't even need to be there. We didn't need to show evidence, because again, the guy didn't show up, so there was no need. It was just thrown out. Basically, it was dismissed. So he got his money and he's happy. Whatever. I think no, yeah. Well, yeah, can you, again, the lawyer was for, I was confident, guys, that, you know, the funny thing, like I said, I was very confident that we were going to win, because he had nothing on us, but the lawyer was just the reinsurance, just in case, because I wasn't really sure what he had on us, you know, that's the thing about court proceedings, you don't really know what the other side has, but I was very confident, you know, that we would win, and once he didn't show up, I knew he had nothing on us, and it was like, oh, well. But like I said, I can't cry over spilled milk, you know. I can only take in the fact to us that we're at least good for those 2 months of not paying rent, so I can at least save money. I can fully indulge myself. We still have to pay light bill that I'll pay off, and I still have my internet stuff, and so I'm still gonna be paying like the bare necessities for food, and a couple thousand for food, my internet, my phone bill, my light bill. So, you know, but just not paying rent, you know, it's I guess it's fine, and I'm gonna raise funds for this so we can just get the hell out of here, because I'm just done with it. If you want to know my ultimate feelings, I'm done with this. I really just want to get back to work and back to entertaining you guys, and, you know, do some live streams and have some fun. I just kind of want to get back to how we were. So yeah, we can take shots how we did stand up and we fought. I just wish there was a more satisfying conclusion to it, you know. Definitely happy we stood our ground and fought. This was I'd say it was at least a couple months in the making. Yeah. Oh, this is my main job there, Bird. Like, this is my main source. Yeah, this is my main source, is my YouTube and streaming and stuff like that. The joys of being an adult, yeah. Yeah, no, you're right. The joys of being an adult. I have no idea. I don't... Scarlett, your guess is as good as mine. I don't know what the guy's doing. I just know he better not say nothing to us. That's all I know. Yeah, like I said, we got 2 months. I'm just gonna, like, kind of get into the groove of things. Yeah, it's best just to move on, honestly. But I do reflect on it. But I would say this is a life lesson too. Maybe if you feel like you know you're in this situation, and you feel like you can win, just do it. You know, sometimes you can represent yourself, and sometimes people take advantage. So it's, you know, yeah, I'm glad you liked it. I think there's another one we're gonna work on, and I have plenty of comic dubs in the work actually. I'm just kind of, you know, this whole court proceedings has just kind of hindered my work and me trying to get back. So I need to get back on form on that and start, you know, doing some Hell of a Boss, a little bit of Moxie Millie with Hell of a Boss, and some Dragon Ball stuff, and working on the animation and stuff like that. And yeah, I did get a good lesson out of this though. This has been an interesting learning experience. My room, yeah, my closet door is still, you know, fixed, but whatever. My closet still hasn't been taken care of, but it is what it is. I don't think I'm a better man. I mean, I think we just did what any person would do, you know. I wish I was rich. If I was rich, I would have, like, countersued and stuff like that. Which is, you know, you would think, like, because the guy didn't show up, like, we'd get. I think I'm just mad we didn't get anything out of this. God dang it! Spent $2,500. I at least want double that back. God damn. Because at least I could have felt like, okay, we got $5,000, so we can at least. That's more than enough to. It's just,
Oh, darling, you have a new follower.
hey,
Is it a
Call of
woman?
Duty got.
I'll need to make sure she won't try anything that could corrupt you.
Yeah. In 5 years, I'll be in my 30s, and this will all be a memory. Hopefully, I'm on an island with a harem and stuff. Hey, it's Katano Gaming. Nope. And, like, when you think about it, like, wouldn't it... Like, when you think about it, did the lawyer actually get a lawyer if the subpoena was so badly written? You might say, I gotta reread the subpoena, because I read it last time, but it was poorly written in hindsight, you know? But you don't really think about that, because you see the stamp, and you see it's saying that the sheriffs, or whatever it said about the sheriffs, would forcibly remove you, or will remove you from the property. You kind of don't think about it in the time, because as you guys go, I was reading through it, but I wasn't, like, you know, I wasn't taking the time to really thoroughly go through it, but I was reading through it, so it was like, you know. Yeah. I got a few more years to go, but yeah, I get you. You're telling me, Mecha Jason. You're telling me. I think maybe, again, this is why I say it's a learning experience for next time, you know. Maybe don't get so excited you know, hysterical when someone serves you. Like, you gotta be calm in these situations. Yeah, it's all good, Rock. And like I said, this won't be a long stream. I just wanted to get this information out to you guys so you guys know. I'm probably gonna announce it on Twitter as well to let the people know. And yeah, this has been one of the most bitter-sweet victories I've ever had, where I didn't really gain much of anything, or at least what I've gained. I don't know if it strips the time. I'm not gonna regain my time and my sanity back for this, you know. So that's where my frustrations come from. Yeah, and what this has taken on us and what it's hindered, but it's in the books. It happened, and I'm just, like I said, I just kind of want to move on from it, you know. But you guys have been great. You guys have been the MVP throughout all this. I mean, I guess it's not over till you like find a place, so that's also I'm gonna focus on, just is finding a place. And if you guys have any suggestions, by all, add me on Twitter on some places in Illinois or different states that has affordable, whether it be housing or apartments. I don't mind. Yeah, by all means, add me on Twitter if you find any places, because some of these, something like Zillow and don't really give best options. So we're constantly looking for options. Hello there, Kim.
Oh, hello there, Kim.
Yeah, Razor, sorta. Yeah, sorta. It just kind of sort things out.
Oh, Goku. Oh, you're a fan of me, Kim. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Imagine landlord ties you in court, but this time he actually shows up and they're like, yeah, no, we're not siding with you. You didn't show up last time. You have nothing. I mean, yeah, but I don't want to raise money again. Then again, I probably wouldn't at this time. The average cost of living, I think we had a sweet deal. We pay like $750. This isn't including like lights and stuff, but it used to be $6, then it went to $7, and then there's some that are $8 to $950 to $1,000. So it's kind of between $6 to a grand. That's usually I'm trying to maintain it like between like $750 to $850 a month, if possible. You know, I feel like that's the sweet spot. But a better area would be nice. Oh God, no. No, I cannot go to Mississippi. Even though I do have relatives in both Texas and Mississippi, I cannot go to Mississippi. I didn't have the best time experience with Mississippi. Also, what's up, Ryukami? So,
Oh, darling, you
Face-
have a new
Face
follower.
Shrew, thank you for the follow.
Is it a woman? I'll need to make sure she won't try anything that could corrupt you.
And like I'm also just basing this for the at least, let's see, there's the application, there's the down payment, and then there's the month's rent. So and then there's moving. So I'm reflecting this goal into that. Yeah, affordable. Yeah, just I'm not looking for something that's great or extravagant. That can come later. Just something that I can just hold my head up high in. It'd be a lot better than this place. And like, this apartment isn't horrible. I mean, actually, scratch that. Let's see. My windows are insulated and sealed. I've had heat strokes from this place. I went to hospital because of this place. My window got cracked. Our cabinets got cracked. My closet got flooded. I take that back. I take that back. Alaska, Dakota. My dad wants to go to Massachusetts. He wants to go to Massachusetts. Just honestly, a low like town would be fine. I mean, I'm kind of open to most places that doesn't have too many natural disasters. The one thing I will say about this place is we don't get a lot of natural disasters. No tornadoes, no floods. We get severe thunderstorms at best, and that's pretty much it. It's all good. Face truth. You're fine. Like I said, it's all good. But yeah, my dad would like to go to Massachusetts. But that's even worse because it's expensive. Yeah, I don't make enough. So maybe I'll stay in Illinois. So maybe any place in Illinois that isn't like, you know, completely dangerous. Michigan? Nah. Even though my dad's from Saginaw, Michigan. I promised myself I wouldn't go back there. We too many family reunions and not the safest place. I mean, I'm sure there are good parts of Michigan because my aunt lived in a good area in Detroit, but Michigan's yeah, I've been to Texas. I got friends that are in Texas. It's Massachusetts is even cheap, I think. I don't know. Again, guys, I'm not opposed. Like, if you guys got any areas that are within that 750 to 850 range, definitely send the links my way on Twitter. Definitely. But it's not gonna matter unless I reach the goal. So I have to reach this goal anyway to get to it. But we got, like I said, 2 months. I got 2 months to raise it, so that's gonna be my caveat. I'm gonna start doing more stuff. I'm gonna start getting back. No, Florida. God, no. My dad doesn't want to go back to Florida. He just worked for 2 months in Florida. Remember, guys, like that's where he went to do roofing and stuff. And Florida is just no Florida. No. Also, what's up there, Dylan? How are you, sir? Move to New Mexico? It's not a bad idea. Remember's like, Michigan sucks. Arizona, we don't do nothing. I'm scared of Arizona. I got friends that live in Arizona. Don't people like die every 20 minutes in Arizona? I am, and it's hot. I'm pretty sure Arizona school is like hot, right? Virginia? Maybe. I'm not going to Alabama. Australia? That's an entirely different country. Yeah, Arizona's fine. At least you guys are giving me ideas. You know. But you know, we got a whole 2 months to you know, decide where we're gonna go and what we're gonna do. No, they're not quite there yet. They're in their 50s, not 60s, but go to Japan. No. Wouldn't that be nice? Atlantis? Yeah, but I'm just not a fan of Mississippi. It's just, I'm not a fan of that area. I had a horrible time in Mississippi. And you want to talk about racist? It didn't take long when I was in Mississippi. Yeesh. I was like, Mississippi and Saginaw just did not give the best impressions, to be honest with you. They just did not give the best impressions. And I've been to, I think, go to Antarctica. Jeez. Maryland's a place. I mean, I have friends in Maryland. That's an option. Hey, Zammy. We won, I guess. I put it asterisks at that. We won, so to speak. But it didn't feel like a victory at all, and it felt like a waste of time. Connecticut. That doesn't help the origami. I'm trying to get less stress, not more stress, you know? No, oh God, no. Even Mecca said England would not be great, or the UK in general. Like, too strict for my taste. Basically, we showed up, and the guy showed up. I mean, the guy didn't show up. You know, long story short, we showed up prepared to fight. He didn't. The case was dismissed, and we were given 2 days, not 2 months, not 2 days, 2 months till September to find a new place. And so yeah, money was wasted, and it really didn't go anywhere. Like it just we didn't win anything. We didn't really. We lost $2,500 because I really didn't do anything. So yeah, it just wasn't. Just moved to the Great Plains then. Tennessee. Maybe. Tennessee might be an option. Don't you guys got tornadoes in Tennessee though? I just thought like that. Yeah, no. Yeah, I was very upset with these proceedings, so. But we got 2 months of no rent, so I guess that's the only kind of underlining victory we got, so. North Dakota, Oklahoma. I've never been to North Dakota or Oklahoma, so I don't really know if it's actually good or not, you know. Kentucky, yeah, I got family in Kentucky. I actually suggested Kentucky at one point, so it's possible. We just won our court case, you know, but we didn't win it. But we didn't win anything beyond that. Oregon. Tennessee has her, yeah, because I could have sworn I had a friend that lives in Tennessee. Moved to Vegas. Wouldn't that be expensive though? Ain't Vegas expensive to live on? West Coast is off limits. Georgia. Utah. Coy lives in Utah. Italy. Vegas is very expensive. Also has some twisters. Yes, Kim. Also, if you guys are new, and you haven't joined the server, guys, we'd love to have you. Don't be a stranger. Here, I'll put a link if you haven't. Yeah, I might play DBZ Kakarot because they added some actual Kakarot Dragon Ball elements. Pennsylvania, yeah, when I stayed with CL, I enjoyed PA. I enjoyed Pennsylvania. Iowa, Nebraska. My lord. I'm glad you guys are having fun with this and make some interesting suggestions. But yeah, that's a link to the Discord, guys. For those who haven't, please join. Have I played the Avengers game yet? No. Or did I? Maybe I did. Sharon. Yeah, Maryland has some. Maryland, yeah. Maryland. I have a friend that lives in Maryland, so, you know. China? No. Hey, Luna Bear. Vegas is not expensive if you live on the outskirts. Again, if you guys find any links of places, of houses that are in that 700, 750 to 850 range, definitely send it my way. Send some links my way on Twitter, via Twitter. I'd appreciate that. At least give us some options. Just look at the. Let me see. Yeah. Well, at the very least, like, I'm gonna focus on trying to get to this goal, and and like I said, once we have like this goal set and within the upcoming 2 months, yeah. Wisconsin, why not in Toronto, Ontario, Canada? Did you not see what Canada was just going through recently? Nah, there ain't no way I'm going to Canada right now. Especially what recently was going on with Canada. Like, no. That is, no. How about Newark? How many bedrooms? Currently we have 2 bedrooms and a bathroom and a half bathroom. So, kind of that would be fine, but 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms would be fine, or 2 bedrooms, a bathroom, and a half bathroom would be fine as well, you know. In that sense. Hey, Connor.
I'm glad you are the biggest fan of me, Kim. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Again, here is a link to the Discord, guys, if you guys want to join. I don't know about Alaska. I've never been there. How's Alaska? I don't know. There you go. I don't know why that was. Why is Alaska a bad word? It's a good question, Goku. How is Alaska a bad word? That is, Kent, Ohio, very cheap, convenient. But how's the crime rate there, though, you know? You know about the crime rate there? I'm curious. You know, you don't want to go to a worse neighborhood than the current one. I don't know how I feel right now. I'm kind of done with life at the moment. I'm just kind of, that's just where I'm at right now. I'm just kind of done. I couldn't see you driving on the wrong side. Yeah. I don't drive, so, you know, it's all good. Well, we got 60 days, we got till September to move out, so I'm doing a new goal. We did technically win the court case, but it didn't really feel like a victory because the guy never showed up and we didn't get awarded anything, so bittersweet victory. So, you know, that's kind of what that was. Yeah, well, we're just talking about writ in general. I'm not counting everything else that's involved. But yeah, but we're gonna keep looking on our own as well. You know, I'm sure there are some places. We just have to find them. We just have to find. I believes. I believes. I think we can do it. But yeah. It is what it is. I think time will show. Hell no to California. Never not in a million years would I ever go to California. Hell no. This thing that Cali's expensive. You're not gonna catch me there. Earthquakes, disaster. Nah. About Russia? No. No to all, no. New York's too expensive. I mean, I know there are less expensive places because Justin lives in New York, and he has a less expensive thing. But, I don't know. It's just, eh. Spain. Why are you guys trying to give me to different countries, though? I'm trying to stay in America, you know. I don't know. No, I have not, Goku. Don't move to California ever. Thank you, Gaster. Like I said, just send them my way. But yeah, I'm gonna end it here because it is getting kind of hot, and I didn't want to turn my fan on. And I think we got pretty much all the talking points out. Montana, possibly, yeah. Montana might be a place that might be a good option. But we can always discuss this later. Yeah, we can discuss this later. I just wanted to let you guys know what happened for the most part. Let me send you guys to my MILF. She is playing some stuff, so MILF Doggo. I'm gonna send you guys to her. Send her my regards. Tell Wolfku sends his regards. You know, she's been worried about me as well. I'll probably inform her in the DMs, but thanks guys. I appreciate your time. And I'll see you very soon.